Hello everyone, I'm Raj. Welcome to a brand new series of HTML for beginners. In this series, I will cover HTML that we can use for creating a web pages. I will go through the HTML elements, tags, and many more things. So this is an introduction video. So let's start it. The HTML. So what is a HTML? HTML full form is Hypertext Markup Language, and it is a markup language that we can use for creating a web pages, and it will provide a structure for your web pages. uh, yeah, this is it. And also it is consist of a series of elements, for example heading tags, paragraphs, and list, many more things. And again, HTML is very easy to use because in HTML everything is in tag, so we need to use that tags for creating a web page. So this is the simplest example for the HTML document. So we have a tags, or we can consider as a element. So we have HTML elements, and then we have a two section like head section and body section. And we use head section for defining a property of your particular web pages, like what will be the title of your web page. And we use body section for defining a content where the content that will be visible to the user end. So what is a HTML element? So an HTML element is defined by the starting tag, and we have some content, and then we have a end tag. So this is an example, like we have starting tag. You can mention tag name, and then you need to close the tag by using this symbol. And in the middle part you have to pass the content. So if I talk about the simplest example, like in HTML we have a heading tags or heading elements. So h1 defined as a tag, and with angular bracket h1 will be considered as an element. So this is a heading, or this could be example of HTML element. Similarly for the paragraph. And one more thing, some of the HTML element do not have a content, like BR tag that we can use for the line break, or HR tag in HTML. So again, this is a simple example for HTML structure. So as you know, like we use HTML for creating a web pages. So HTML provide a structure. So in HTML, everything is a tags, or we can consider as an element. So in HTML, we have a two sections. So first section is head section, and second one is body section. So we use head section for defining a property of the web page. For example, what will be the title, what will be the meta text for the Google search result. And there are a lot of things that you can add in the head section for defining a property for your web page. And then we have body section. Body section, here you can add the content, like that will be visible to the user end, like when you open a web page over the browser. So the content that you will visible, that will be considered in the body tag. So here you can add an element for the content. So for example, we have heading element, paragraph element. P stand for the paragraph, H1 stand for the uh, heading. So again, we as you know, like we can create a web page with the help of HTML. So we need to run that page. So we need a browser. So browser is a software program that allows a user to locate, access, and display the web pages over the browser. So you can use any browser for developing a web page, like you can use Chrome, Mozilla, Firefox. There are a lot of things that you can use. So how to code? This is a generic questions. So first, we need to use a code editor. You can go for the VS Code editor, which is called as Visual Studio Code, or you can go for the Sublime, Atom, Notepad++, brackets, and there are so many code editor that you can use for creating a web page with the help of HTML. So in this course, I will use VS Code editor. So like you can search VS Code, and here you can here, this is the link. Here you can download the VS Code editor for the Windows or desktop. So now I will show you how we can create HTML document or first page with the help of HTML. So I have already downloaded the VS Code editor. So this is a VS Code editor. Here is a workspace section. Here you can add a folder. So what I'll do, I will create a new folder in the desktop. So like I will add HTML as a name of that folder, and then I will open this folder here, open folder, and then I'll go to the desktop and then HTML and then select folder. Okay, so I have opened this folder in my VS Code editor. Here is a sections for creating a new file, creating a new project. You can reload the this particular part, or you can call up. So now what we will do, we will create a new HTML file. So we can create a new HTML file by creating a click on this button, or you can click on the new mouse second button, then we have a new file. So you here you can create a file. So for creating a HTML file, you need to type file name. So we can add a file name, let's suppose index, and then we need to use extension. So for creating a HTML page, we need to add a extension, file extension for HTML. So we have .html as an extension, and then click on it. So this is a first HTML page. You can open this page when you go to the browser or file explorer in the desktop, and then we have HTML. You can open in the file. So there is nothing because we haven't defined anything in this HTML document. So as I told you, like in HTML, we have two sections like head section and body section. So we will go through each by each one by one. So first we need to define element name idoc type HTML. It means I'm creating this document which the type is HTML. Here we can add a tag. So we can add a tag for HTML for creating a HTML documents. And again, we need to close this HTML document, this element. So this is a HTML, the main part, root part. Here we need to add two sections. So first is head and second one is body. So one of the best thing about VS Code editor, like you just need to type like head and then press enter. It will automatically add an element, or you can write with angular bracket head, and then you can pass it here. And similarly in HTML we have a two other section is for the body where we can print the data. So in the head sections, as I told you, like in HTML, everything is an element or we can consider as a tag. So elements have two things like opening tags and closing tag. Or some of the element do not have a closing tag, which is those element are called as empty tag elements. So in the head sections, there is a one element that we can use for creating a title for the web page. So if you can use title as a title element or a tag where you can add a title. So this is the title, and you can save, and then you can go to the browser or reload this page. So this is a title. Is it visible? Yeah. So this is a title. So how you can create a title? This is the way. Now in the body sections we can add a data. So in for creating a body, like adding a data, so we have a heading element, so we can add a heading. So we have a h1 tag and then press enter. This is a h1 opening tag and this is h1 closing tag. Here you can pass data. So we can add hello world. I will save and then I will reload this page. So it's working. So we have a heading, and also we can add some paragraph. So we can create a paragraph with the help of p tag. So p tag, and then here we can pass a data. So this is a paragraph. Save and then reload. So here, this is the way you can create a simple HTML page. So in the next video, I will talk about more in HTML element, like you can use for adding more content in the body sections. So thank you for watching. See you in the next video.